whoever this message is for, people love to have your name in their mouth for whatever reason. And this could literally be people who feel like they're doing way better than you in life, but they discuss you a lot. Like, you are the topic of conversation, whoever this is, for whatever reason, okay? And I feel like your energy has shifted to a place of peace. And I feel like the reason that your energy has shifted to a place of peace, well, one of the reasons is because these people who have been running their mouths and having the most to say about you in your life, something happened and now they're being forced to close their mouths and essentially eat their words. And I can relate to this because I always tell people, one thing about me, I'm going to make you eat your words. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to make a statement. I'm not going to try to prove a point. I am going to move graciously and go get whatever it is that somebody said that I could not have. I'm going to become everything that I said I was going to be, because I said what I said. I'm that type of person. I'm very much a I said what I said type of person. So whoever I'm talking to, I feel like that's you. You're very much like, oh, this is what's being said. Okay, now I'm going to go get it faster, because my goal was a year from now. Now I'm going to get it in 6 months. Now I'm going to get it in 3 months. And that's what's been happening. Whatever happened, whoever you are becoming, whatever you're doing, you're making people eat their words. So all the things that they said about you, and they were proud to say these things. They were proud, they were boastful. Some of these things were said about you publicly. These people were truly running their mouths like they didn't care, because they just felt like they knew you. They got you down to a science, and you're never going to grow. You're never going to change. And whatever it is that you said you were going to do, these people felt like you were never going to do it. Well, honey, you're doing it, okay? Or you will be doing it. If this is not relating to you right now, you will be doing it, or you already are. And now people are being forced to eat their words because they did a lot of talking. The most amazing thing about this whole entire situation is that God always makes sure that you are 10 steps ahead of everybody. Everybody who has something to say, everybody who's running their mouth, everybody who's laughing, God always makes sure that you are ahead of these people. Like, this is why I love God, okay? This is one of the reasons I really love God, because I can relate to that. God always, you better believe it, 100% of the time. I don't care what it looks like. Make sure that I am 10 steps ahead of my enemies and the opposition. I don't have to do nothing. It's the wisdom that's been instilled in me, just intuitively, where things just come to me like off the muscle. He instilled that in me. It puts me in a position where I am always ahead. So the people who are laughing at you, who are running their mouth about you and feel like they know you for real, don't know anything and don't know the entire time God is working so strategically. So these same people who had something to say, these same people who felt some type of way about you and who you were, now they want to take notes from you. Now they want to come ask you questions, and probably never will because of pride. They see now, when they were judging you and feeling like you were crazy or something wrong with you, they see now that something was right with you. That's because you were before your time. God made sure that you were going to be the oddball out, and you were going to be the one, the dreamer, the rebel, the person who just thinks above and beyond everyone else, because you are not average. So because you are not average, you cannot have an average level of thinking. Your level of thinking is above a lot of people, and those same people who think above average and think outside the box, those are the ones who get judged the most, because inside that box is most people. Most people don't think outside the box. Most people are just, I don't know, they just don't have it. They don't have that creativity that you have, that knowledge that you have. They just don't have it, and they probably never will because they're not meant to. But God gave that to you, and Him giving you that just helps you so much in life. So even though you hear the noise sometimes and you know that things are being said about you. You know people are judging you. You don't care because you have a plan and you are very strategic and you know what you're doing and you know what's to come. You always know, like, I'm sorry, whoever you are, like, let's be friends. Like, I relate to this a lot. Like, I'm very much it's okay. You can call me crazy now. You can look at me crazy right now. That's fine. I'd rather somebody call me crazy and tell me I'm delusional and say whatever they feel like they want to say about me. I'd rather them do that, because when the time comes for the seeds that I planted to bloom, we're going to see who was crazy and who was delusional and who should have tightened up and who was really putting in work and who was really going down the right path. We're going to see. That's why I don't say anything. So whoever you are, I feel like you're also the type of person, you don't say anything. You let your actions speak for themselves. And I love that about you. And I want you to continue to be that type of person, because these moments, this is what it's about. It's not even just about making people eat their words. It's about the fact that you moved gracefully and strategically and smart, and you continued to focus on yourself. That means you're locked in with you. That means you cannot be easily swayed. That means you can think for yourself. That's very important in this life. You got to be somebody who can think for themselves. I tell y'all all the time, I can come on here on my soapbox and say whatever I want to say. This is my platform. This is my channel. You don't have to agree with nothing that I say. You don't have to follow me. Only thing I'm here to do is be me and possibly plant seeds into other people where you can go bloom your own garden, your own forest. You don't need to come frolic in my garden. I want you to go grow your own and come up with your own ideas, your own opinions of your life. Just don't project them onto me, because I'm not projecting nothing onto y'all, okay? So whoever you are, you're very good at that. And if you're not the type of person who can remain silent when people are trying to come against you and running their mouth about you, I understand you're human, but you have to learn emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is very important. You have to be able to control your emotions, and you got to move smart. You got to move strategic. It's Scorpio season. You got to move like a ninja. So whoever I'm talking to, you've been on your ninja-ish. I'm proud of you for that. And it's working. And now people are being forced to shut up. They can't say anything. Everything that they said about you was a lie. It wasn't the truth. It was just them projecting, and it's showing. And that's why I love this, because like I said, it's not just about them eating their words. It's also about the fact that those are teachable moments for those people. You can't ignore that. When you stand up and proudly speak up against somebody, and it turns out that you were not telling the truth, and you were the one who was actually delusional, and you were the one who was actually projecting, that's a teachable moment. That's felt. They can't brush that off. They feel that. God is going to make sure they feel it, because that's how karma is supposed to work. It's supposed to teach you a lesson. What lesson did you learn from running your mouth about this person? What lesson did we learn? The lesson was you should have sat there and ate your food. That was the lesson. The lesson was you should have been focused on yourself and your journey. The lesson was you should have spent that time and energy and money into you and your life, and not sat around with your little tea parties and your book club speaking on this person who's not even thinking about you. Because what happened was you blinked, and now this person is you can't even reach them. You can't even get this person on the phone. Now you done blinked, this person's on your TV. You blinked, now this person's on your radio. You blinked, this person's in a magazine. You blinked, honey, because you were doing too much of this. And that's why they say that the people who talk the most do not have their stuff together. I don't care what it looks like on Instagram and social media. That's not real, okay? I just want this to be a confirmation for somebody. You were doing the right thing. Everything that was said about you, yeah, they're being forced to close their mouths. And I picked up on this energy a while ago. So I feel like it's just coming back around, or this is happening to somebody else. I don't know. But it's like every couple of months, this same energy keeps coming back up where people are running their mouths. And it turns out that later they shouldn't have done that. And they look ridiculous. And you're not the delusional one. You're actually the one who knows what they're talking about. And it's not because you're a know-it-all. It's because you're being yourself. You're a genuine person. You're somebody who truly tries to reach back down and help people. But for some reason, people get offended by your help. They get offended by your kindness. For whatever reason, I don't know. But it's not for you, the viewer, to figure that out. That's why I said that in that video, that you got to put yourself first. You got to stop trying to help people who don't want to be helped. Stop trying to be kind to everybody. Be kind to yourself. Help yourself, okay? That's the best thing that you can do in this life. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to. But I can tell you from experience, the moment I switched and I decided I'm going to put me first, I'm going to worry about my health and my happiness, my peace, and my relationship with God, I have never been happier, honey. So you don't got to take my advice, but I'm just telling you that's what happened to me. And I'm going to always do what's best for me. And you should do the same thing, okay? So with that being said, stay quiet. Keep moving like a ninja. Keep on letting your success be your revenge. You don't have to say anything. I promise you, it hurts. It hurts people even worse when they know they drug your name through the mud and you did not say anything. You didn't say nothing. You sat pretty. And that time comes where the truth comes out and everything's exposed. It hurts those people even worse. And guess what? The best part about it is your hands are clean because you didn't retaliate. You didn't seek revenge and you kept it cute.